Good morning, Hoosiers, and welcome to Paper News 24/7, brought to you by the Paper of Montgomery County Online in living color from the paper's control room in downtown Crawfordsville. I'm Stu Clampett with your top headlines for Tuesday, April 12, 2011. Today's news is brought to you in part by the National Guard. There's a moment you reach deep inside yourself when you find the courage to fight through the elements and you find the strength to save a life. These are the kinds of moments you'll experience in the National Guard. If you've got that inside you, this is the time to act. Visit the National Guard online at nationalguard.com or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. In our top story today, a Crawfordsville woman, Donna Ridge Kaehr, was attacked with a hammer over the weekend and a suspect was arrested. That's according to police reports. At 2:13 p.m. Saturday, police were called by Keith Ridge, who reported a physical confrontation between a man and a woman at 1105 Ambassador Court in Crawfordsville. 3 minutes later, Ridge said the woman had been struck in the head with a hammer. At 2:19 p.m., a suspect, Timothy Ridge, 51, had been taken into custody. Ridge lived at the address where the incident occurred. Kaehr was transported by ambulance to Lafayette and was later transferred to St. Vincent Hospital in Indianapolis. Timothy Ridge was arrested and charged with attempted murder and aggravated battery. On a much lighter note, it's spring, and that means garage sales. If you're planning one or planning to visit some, the paper wants to help. If you're planning a garage sale, call 361-0100 extension 17 to advertise it. And if you're going to go to garage sales, check out our garage sale map. It's an easy way to find every garage sale in the paper. You can look for that map in upcoming Friday and Saturday editions of the Paper of Montgomery County. On Monday, the Crawfordsville City Council decided to not change the speed limit on Meridian from 30 to 20. They also decided to not remove a stop sign from Meridian and Helm. They adopted an ordinance making various changes to the city's zoning code on a 7-0 vote, and they adopted an ordinance amending the city's Chapter 152, subdivision control of the municipal code. Now, those last two ordinances make sweeping changes to the city code concerning non-conforming structures that are damaged, fence and wall standards, and subdivisions. Questions concerning how the changes should be applied should be directed to the city's planning department, Brandy Allen, the director, at 364-5152. In other political meeting news, on Monday, the Montgomery County Commissioners approved a request from Highway Director Rod Jenkins, 3-0, to rescind the frost freeze law load limits that were enacted during the winter. They also approved the company eGov to provide a service to people who wish to pay bills to the county using credit cards. They approved that by a vote of 3-0. They also approved a proposal to cut $554,000 from the county's local road and street funds. Paper trivia. It's your chance to win prizes by showing off how much you know. If you've got all the answers, just click on this tile on our homepage to go to the paper trivia section, answer the question correctly, and you could win. On April 4th, Vectren Energy Delivery North closed 16 of 31 field offices. That's according to the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. One of those offices is in Crawfordsville. The Montgomery County Auditor Michelle Cash explains that the increase in property tax bills are due to the overall assessed values for the county being decreased by 1.1%, which means lower assessed values equals higher tax rates. She said, quote, with property tax caps in place and the state exemptions to properties, units of the government must raise rates to meet the demands for public services. She said this in a printed release on Monday. On Sunday at 2:30 p.m., there will be a fundraiser for the Multiple Sclerosis Society in Milligan Park. There will be a live concert and refreshments, and the Blue Gorilla will be there as well. Frank Phillips' guests this week on Frankly Speaking are Daryl and Leanne Hudson of the Bereaved Parents of the USA. Frankly Speaking can be found under Webcast on the top navigation bar of our website. Also, when you click on Webcast, you can now find several of the Montgomery County Historical Society's videos. Today's news is brought to you in part by the Indiana Poison Center. Children act fast, so do poisons. Call the Indiana Poison Center at 1-800-222-1222 for poison prevention tips and advice, provided free 24 hours a day. Local weather with Indiana's weatherman Paul Poteet broadcasting from Studio B, and local sports with Candace Rohrman. They're both up next.
Bad wrecks happen to good people. That's why people take their wrecks to the good people at Gould's Body and Paint in Crawfordsville. Gould's will work with your insurance company to provide an accurate quote of your needed repairs. Then the iCar Gold Class Specialists take over, restoring your vehicle to good as new. Goulds will service any make, any model, any type, or amount of damage. Just remember our motto. At Goulds Body and Paint, our business is a wreck.
Hello and a happy Tuesday to you from Studio B. I'm meteorologist Paul Poteet, Indiana's weatherman, sponsored here on Paper News 24/7 by Gould Body and Paint. Give Diana or Don a call today. The phone number is 364-1067, 364-1067. They're on Waynetown Road. Gould Body and Paint, where their business is a wreck. Well, still some stubborn showers just now moving out of southeastern Indiana throughout the morning hours today. They'll be out of the state this afternoon. Not a factor for us. There will be some clouds around in parts of the state through the morning hours, and those will move away too into the afternoon. So we'll end up pretty average for today. Here's a snapshot of what central Indiana is going to look like, and you can see those numbers around 59 in Muncie, 62 in Bloomington, 63 in Terre Haute, and the farther southeast you are, the more clouds you get. By the way, a typical high temperature for the state would be 62, so we're pretty close to normal today. Then we're going to be above normal again on Thursday and Friday before we come crashing down this weekend. As a matter of fact, let me show you some of the setup for that. Storms will return later on this week. And there you see a frontal system that's approaching. That'll get here sometime Thursday night. First is the warm front, and then the cold front will swing through eventually. And we are in for a really dreary looking Saturday, it looks like. So shower and thunderstorm chances are back later on. That's the weather map that you're looking at right now for 8 a.m. on Friday morning. The chance will start Thursday night, and it'll go through at least Friday night, and then also some leftover showers are possible on Saturday. They may mix with some snow by the time we get into, I'll say, Saturday night across central Indiana. Your traveling forecast for today, low pressure that is close enough to bring southeastern Indiana some morning rain will continue to push slowly off to the east. This afternoon it'll be located in Virginia. Otherwise, back to the west, our next weather maker still taking shape back into the Rockies with snow today in parts of Montana and Wyoming. So there's the national picture. Now, your extended forecast, 7 days worth from paulpoteet.com. And nice today. Skies will become mostly sunny. The high will be up around 60 degrees. We're into the 60s for tomorrow. Tomorrow looks great, mid to upper 60s across the area. The overnight low tonight will take us down to about 40 degrees. So a high today around 60, 61, and then a low tonight down to 40. 69 for the high tomorrow, I think, in Crawfordsville. So mid to upper 60s then. Even up to around 70 degrees on Thursday. And there you see it, chance of showers is with us through the day on Friday. Pretty good bet there'll be some rain and storms. Leftover showers possible on Saturday, and a high only into the low 50s. And yes, then it's 50-ish on Sunday too. At least it'll be dry for the second half of the weekend. That's your forecast. Enjoy the sun out there today and make it a great Tuesday. And whenever you need Indiana weather, remember, you can visit me at paulpoteet.com. In the meantime, stay tuned for more of Paper News 24/7.
At Zon's Floor Covering, we don't offer washers, paint, or lumber. Floor covering is our expertise for your home or office. At Zon's Floor Covering, we offer luxurious styles of carpeting and realistic-looking vinyl patterns, and we do it better than anyone else. You'll fall in love with the possibilities at Zon's. All backed by professional installation, superior personal service, and our 3-year installation warranty. Stop by Zon's today and see why we want to be everywhere you are.
I'm Candace Jordan with your local sports for Tuesday. Mother Nature just doesn't seem to be a fan of Montgomery County baseball in the early parts of this season, as several games were postponed due to Monday morning's early rain. The North Montgomery baseball team was slated to head to Sheridan on Monday night, a game that was a reschedule from a game before spring break. However, the rain caused the game to be postponed once more. No rescheduled date has been set yet. Wabash baseball also had to postpone a game set for Tuesday against DePaul. The game will now be played at 4 p.m. on Wednesday instead. Don't forget to follow us. Also, look at these pictures. For more information about these